Good day to you. I'm making this part for the clutch of a tractor for a man with an antique tractor, and I had a long time. I think he's getting despaired of me. So I've cut the BSF thread, right hand thread, and you see that little hole there? That was for turning it with a podger. However, it'll weaken it a bit at that point. Don't think there's much I can do about it. Maybe weld it and grind it and drill it and cut the thread again, but then it might hold. I don't know what pressure. A clutch generally has a decent amount of pressure. So here is the right hand thread. It's cut anyway with a die, and I had these dies I got them at the Variety Mart. Now I'm trying to cut the left hand thread, and I have the chuck in the lathe, and I have the part. If you look at it, you can't see it too well there, but I'll show you what it's like. It's the very same as this here, and this is set in like this, do you see? And it's clamped down. So that's how I'm holding it. You would not drive that die with ordinary handles. Too much pressure. In fact, the piece is a bit too big for it. So the way I have it gripped is I have it down here with the lathe bolts down. Well, then I loosen them. Once I get started, I let it free a bit, and I have this here free so that it's not rigidly caught. You want to give it a bit of play because that is only central by pure accident. Now, the next thing then I do is I put a bit of, you see, a bit of lube on it, and I've been trying the different types. I have a liquid type there, but this is the stuff I'm using and it seems to work all right. It's called I don't know what you call it, but it's for the job anyway. Gemsul or something, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I put on there, it's a kind of a brown oil. It's good enough. So that's to provide the bit of lube to give it every chance. So now this is the me podger here for driving it, or my key, and I just cut like this, you see. Now as I go around like this, I have to twist the handle here and keep pressure on it so that it's naturally pulling in. So as I twist the chuck, I keep pressure on the handle so that it's pushing in gradually. So as I turn my chuck, and the 3-jaw chuck is ideal for holding the die because it's a hexagonal shape, so it holds the die perfectly. So as I twist this round, I then have to have the other hand, which is not possible to do and work the camera, on the carriage wheel. And every time I give it about a quarter turn or a third of a turn. And when I do this, if I press now, I'm pressing now on the wheel. Look, I'm pressing. Now, when I turn the die, this starts to move, and it moves exactly in line with the die. The die is progressing 20 teeth per inch. Every 20 full turns is 1 inch, and this is a metric dial. It doesn't matter. Now, I'd love to be able to show you how. I'll just give it a wee try here because I've only two hands. We'll move a little here. See? We'll just take a little bit of a risk. Now, if I move on a bit, now watch here now. When I go down here, the wheel goes on. Do you see that? It moves on the appropriate amount. So as I turn here, I use my right hand to turn the wheel so that it's been fed in all the time as I'm cutting. And of course, I'm revolving the die in the opposite direction. I'm revolving it the opposite way to the thread because it's left hand. I have to go back this way, not down this way. So now I've threaded in close to the butt. I've left a little shoulder, a bit of strength, and I've been advancing my handle, my wheel here in line, you see, to keep it up. And now the next job is to pull it back out. Now I won't take it out by hand because in this lathe there is this lever here which tightens the belt, and as such that's a clutch. That's as good as a clutch. Unfortunately, it'll be very hard to show it to you because now as I unwind the thread out, I have to turn the lathe the normal way. So it's the reverse of normal. And then I have to pull this lever out, because as it goes to come out, it's going to pull the whole carriage backwards. I want no accidents. I want everything right. So we'll go most of the way. We'll give it a try to get it out a bit, and to remove it and have a look at the thread. Now I have it set not rigidly. You see the tool post wobbling? That doesn't need to be rigid. All it needs to do is stop it going round. So now I have it delayed going forward. I'm going to just throw the clutch up a wee bit, or the belt, see? But I don't want to put the thread moving the carriage. I want to move it with my hand here as well. Now I can't stop this now. There must be grease on my hands. The phone won't stop. It won't stop record. It won't pause. No, I can't pause it. So folks, I can't pause my phone because of oil. That cutting oil must have some effect. So I'm going to leave down the phone here, and I'm going to come back when I get it out.